Here from Betziger. Good to see you again. Thanks for joining today's webinar. My name is Nicolas Oppenberger, Product Manager from UWT, and I have support by my side.
Thank you very much, Nicolas. My name is Julian. I'm Area Sales Manager for Central Europe, and I'm also very welcome you to our today's webinar.
So before we start, some information. We will today switch a little bit the screens. So we prepared a live demonstration and also a PowerPoint presentation. We will also use our new webshop. So we hope that everything will work out smoothly, but nevertheless, if there are any issues, any problems, please use the chat function to inform us, and then we will solve all those things. And also, of course, if you do have any questions, please ask them in the chat. We will come to the questions later on at the end of our presentation. And yeah, I hope you will enjoy our presentation. Let's get it started.
So thank you. We will now start with a presentation, Food and Beverage Special. We have prepared many interesting applications today. We're going to talk about devices, about special requirements also, but not now. We're going to talk about the beer production. We talk about milk and milk powder. We talk about instant coffee, and we are also having a nice application we saw it recently in South Africa. But now I would recommend to start with special requirements, what all these units and all these applications have in common. We have special requirements here. So chemically resistant materials is a topic here. We're going to talk about these in a minute. But now I would like to start with cleaning in place. That is very important thing we need to keep in mind. So it's a cleaning process inside the tank and inside the hopper or also the silo. It's normally fully automated, and we do clean the vessels and the tank with hot water up to 90 degrees. What we are also having after the SIP cleaning, so the cleaning in place, we do have the sterilization in place. And this is in addition to the cleaning in place. So when everything is done, cleaning in place, the SIP starts if this is necessary. And we need to get rid of all the microorganisms here. And this will take place without chemical additives. So when we do have chemical additives, we need to take the chemical resistant material in mind. What we are also having is FDA. So UWT is providing a certificate here where you have all the units are approved with FDA. And what we are also having, on the other hand, we do have an AHEJ approval. So AHEJ is a hygienic design. So what also says design, it's about how the unit is built itself. So we have the AHEJ on the one hand side and also the FDA on the other hand side. And how an AHEJ unit will look like, we will switch to another camera, and I will show you on 2 units what the difference is here. What we have prepared here is RF3 devices. So here you see a normal RF3, and here we do have an AHEJ unit. And what you see exactly here, that you're having no edges here. So everything is smoothly, everything is polished. And also what is really special here, the process connection. So it's almost a flat surface. So no material can stick in. And also for the cleaning itself, it's really important. And what the AHEJ also is having here, that all AHEJ units are marked with an AHEJ sticker. The next one is a rotary pedal. So here is the AHEJ rotary pedal. You see it's one part. So the extension, the prolongation is coming together with the vane, and we do not have no splints at all. And we do have also a food grade material sealing. And also a food grade approved fat here. If you compare these with a normal RN. So you see here that we are having a splint, and also the surface is not that clean like on the other one. So you see exactly the difference between an AHEAD unit and a non-AHEAD unit. If you have any questions, how you find these units, also at UWT homepage, we have provided a new UWT webshop, and Nicolas will show you on a live demonstration how you find units when it comes to an AHEAD or also to FDA approval units.
So thank you, Julian, for this nice demonstration. What I wanted to show you now is how to use our new webshop. So as you know, we have a brand new tool here, and we have really great benefits here, and also it is a great value for you if you use our new platform. So it can help you in your daily business, either if you are familiar or not so familiar with the UWT products. Our webshop really acts like an additional employee of our customer support team. So I will show you now how to use it and how easy it is to use it, and also what great informations you will find there. Always regarding the beverage requirements. So imagine you are searching a sensor for the beverage industry, and you know about the different requirements. So all the requirements Julian just mentioned. So if you want to know which sensors of UWT do come with an AHEAD approval, just how to find it. Click on products, and then this page will occur, and what you can find here, you can find the filter option. So you know I'm searching for AHEAD for a hygienic sensor. Click on the filter, and it will show up on the left side. So different options to choose, and if you go here to the last point, see the requirements, just open this option, and here you will find hygienic approval. So if you're searching for a hygienic sensor, just click on hygienic approval, and the different products that come with a hygienic approval will show up. So for example, different Rotonevos, and also the RF sensor. So now you can go on, whether you are maybe interested in the technology. So you ask, so now I found a sensor with all the AHEAD approvals, which technologies are these? So here we can see the measurement principle. So we selected hygienic approvals, and now we can see we have two measurement principles that can be used in hygienic applications. So the rotary pedal and also the capacitive principle. For the capacitive principle, you can now find the RF Nivo 3100. So if you're searching for an AHEAD sensor, pretty simple and pretty quick, and with good guidance of our product finder, you can find the suitable sensor here, for example, the RF 3100. So this was the first requirement. The second requirement Julian was talking about, so we can here delete all the filters we set it up. So the second requirement was the FDA, so that the wetted parts are compliant with food grade. So again, same procedure here, just click on products and all our products will occur. Then you can use again the filter option, scroll down, again requirements, and here you will find the option suitable for food. So if you click on this option, this attribute here, 30 products will be shown that can be used for the food industry and also for the beverage industry. So when it comes to FDE compliant sensor material. Here again, if you want to have some more information, so which principles we have here, which measurement principles you can use with FDA sensor. So braking for rotary pedal capacitive and also the TDR sensor does have the FDA approval. And the third requirement, what I want to talk now, is the chemical resistance. So this is a little bit more difficult to really implement it in a filter. So this is not possible because there are many, many different materials that have different properties, or mediums that with different properties, and they can be aggressive to different materials. So here we cannot set a filter, but what you will find, so maybe we're again talking about the RF sensor because it has the EH approval and also FDA conformed materials. So when we click on this sensor, you will be guided, navigated to the product detail page with many, many more informations about our sensor. So for example, we have this tab here with the technical data. If you click on it and scroll a little bit down, you will find the wetted materials here. So the wetted materials are all the materials that come into contact with the medium. So here, for example, stainless steel, some different plastic materials like PPS, FKM, FFKM, and also PFA. And with those informations, you can then use a chemical resistant list and compare the medium you want to measure with the material used as wetted parts for the sensors, and then compare whether they are resistant or not. So this is what our web shop really helps you if you know the requirements and know what you're searching for. And also what you can do then, configure the product quite easily, quite fast. So it's really simple and intuitive. And also if one combination is not possible, you will get an information. And so you are guided along the whole process from knowing the requirements to choosing the right sensor. So pretty helpful feature, and we hope you do enjoy it as much as we do. And we want to motivate really you to use it during your daily business because it's a big, big benefit. And we are very proud on our new web shop. So this was the web shop presentation, and now we will go on with some applications we already solved in the industry, and we will switch to PowerPoint.
So that's really, our new web shop is a great help for everybody. So if some combinations are not possible, it shows automatically how you can build your own unit. As you know, we are not having one unit on stock. Everything is done customized, every rotary pedal, and this is really a huge benefit we should use in our daily business. So now we do go on with a PowerPoint presentation. We do talk about special requirements, and we do go further on with Nicholas. Excuse me.
So we need the PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
So
perfect.
Here it is. So now we go on with some applications we already solved in the industry. So this is shows you here. So juice production. In juice production, we had a customer that was looking for a continuous level measurement. And the challenge here was to be able to accurately measure the level in the silo. And there were also some mixers inside the tank, and we had to ignore those mixers. And to get really a reliable and precise measurement here. Also, again, the FDA compliant sensor material was required. We had to mount the sensor on the socket, and there were different tubes inside this silo, so changing material, changing properties, and the vessel was also narrow and high. What we did use here, we used the Nivo radar because all the materials are food conform. It's a non-contact measurement. It has this state-of-the-art 78 gigahertz high frequency technology with this narrow beam angle of only 4 degrees, long measurement range, and it's also possible to mount those sensors on a long socket. So there's no problem here for this application, although we require to use the sensor in solid application, but you can as well use the Nivo radar in liquid applications. You can see here, so it worked perfectly and was a nice success story from the juice industry. The second success story what we want to talk about is the Mono Nivo. So we had an instant coffee production, and here we had different products. So the special challenge with this product was that they were quite sticky, so they tend to build up. It was a small container, we had a constant flow of the material, and the material were constantly changing.
But what does the exclamation mark says here, Nicholas? I'm not so many information here. Can we talk about these into detail? Maybe you can show me. I'm not sure if this is possible right now, but can we be that?
Of course. So, I will hand over to.
Yeah, well, what is this? What does it say? The installation point, and what are we talking about here?
So when we see our vibrating fork, the Nivo 4020, you can see that we have this orientation mark right here, right up here. And this is important for the mounting of the sensor, that it is mounted properly. So this should always show up, that we get this small surface here of the forks. If you mount it like this, you will have a big surface here where material can just lay on, and then
okay, now I get it. Okay,
work properly enough. What you can also do, and this is what the exclamation mark shows you, that normally the cable glands should not show up, but they should show down. So what we have here, when the sensor is mounted, you can easily turn the housing left or rightwards, and then when it's installed, you can turn the housing and the cable glands show to the bottom. So just to avoid any water or some dirt moving inside the sensor. So some pretty helpful features. And what is also important to know, that we have a die cast here. So a die cast fork connected to the process connection. So hygienic design, also with the stainless steel here. So this is a pretty good sensor for those applications, and also it was a good solution for the instant coffee production. What you can also see here, we have the red area, some dip switches. Here you can choose whether it's a low or a high sensitivity. So for example, when there is material what tends a little bit to be sticky, to stick on the forks, you should choose the low sensitivity option, because then it does not react as quickly as with the high sensitivity. So a little bit of material can stick on the probe as well. So this can you choose with this short dip switches here, A and B position, and always regarding to the application, the material you want to measure, and whether the material is sticky or not.
Okay, now that means that this unit is FDA approved because it's stainless steel, but we are not having any AH approval. That's
correct. That's
all
correct.
Right. Now I get it.
So for such an application where no AH approval is required, nice solution here.
All right. Thank you very much, Nicholas.
No problem. Good question. and nice solution. So here is also, we have here, yeah, one video for you on the right side where you can see a lot of, yeah, material sticking on the forks. And what you can see here, hope it works, yeah, even if there is so much material on it and we press it to the table, it reacts. This is what the red LED was switching on and off, and you see it even works with such thick build-up around the forks, although we do not recommend such big build-up and with vibrating forks, because it's, yeah, critical then that the sensor does always have a good signal. So we do not recommend to use it with such big build-up. What we do recommend here, we have the CN7. This works perfectly with build up around the probe. There can stick a lot of material and it just ignores the build up. So this might be a solution then.
All right.
Although when we're talking about, or although it is a liquid sensor. Here you can also see some pictures from this packaging machine. What you can imagine, that we have a lot of material flow here inside this machine. What you can also see on the left side, the sensor is now mounted properly, so the cable glands show to the bottom of the packaging machine. And also here it worked perfectly with the Vibra. So another application was in the beer industry, so beer production. We had a mashing process, a mash tun. So this was a mixture between grist grain with water, and this mixture was also heated up. So we had a mixing element and also a heating element inside this tank. And yeah, always again, we need an FDA compliant sensor material. And special here, we had this zip process, what you were talking about in the beginning of our webinar. So this cleaning in place. And what is the specialty of the RF 8100 here, that we have this inverse frequency technology that really allows to detect different materials with a high sensitivity. It is suitable for process temperatures up to 200 degrees. And also has this active shield technology that allows a secure measurement even when we have built up around the probe.
But Nicholas, active shield technology, inverse frequency, then I know that CN7 is also having tip sensitivity. Can you explain something more, or how can I improve my knowledge here? Because there's not common things everybody knows. Do you have any recommendations for these?
I think, Julian, the best way is to use our YouTube platform, because we have here a lot of videos that really explain it very good, how the active shield technology or how the inverse frequency shift technology works. And also we tested the sensors with different materials.
Okay.
So here you can find the best informations, and it's really understandable when you watch those short clips on our YouTube platform.
Okay, and it's really easy to find.
Easy to find and easy to use and easy to understand.
All right. Okay, I will do so. Thanks.
And last, for my part, last application, also in the beer industry, we had here very popular brewery of our region, so Allgäu Brewery, used the Vibra Niveau 4020. Yeah, thank you, Julian. This is what they are producing, and our sensor was part of the production procedure of this beer here, so we're also a little bit proud here. And yeah, special challenges of what we had here were the mechanical influences, with a dusty environment, and also limited installation space. What you can see on the picture, we had to mount it inside the cone. The material was constantly flowing, and because because we had a crusher or a mill down below, so the material was constantly crushed and was flowing. and specials for the Viva Niveau, where this die casting, what provides a long lifetime. It's easy to install, what I just mentioned, what I just showed with the orientation marking and also with the rotatable housing. Then the forks are a little bit shorter, so we do not have these mechanical influences on the forks, so also good for a long lifetime. And the VN4020 has a great value for money. So really good product for those industry, those applications.
Now we do go ahead also in the beer production with the Warsteiner brewery, and they are using the RN3 unit here as an empty detection in their malt storage silo. So the mounting position here is on the side, and we do have some challenges here. There was the danger of bridge building between the sensor itself and the silo wall. And we are also having a low bulk weight here because the malt is very dry. And also a challenge here is the small process connection. Why did we use here an RN3? There was an easy mounting from the position from the side, and of course a long lifetime of UWT rotary pedals and all other units. And we do have an individual design. As I said before, every unit is built customized. We're not having one unit on stock. Everything is built on your needs.
Julian,
yeah,
you had a lot of questions for me, so now I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
You were talking about an easy installation. So when I look at the picture down below, it doesn't look easy for me because the vane is quite big. We have a small nozzle. How to install? How do I get the vane through this small nozzle? And why did you use such a big vane in this application? Maybe you can explain it to me.
Definitely. Now. Let's switch to the other camera. So more possibilities to show you why we did use these units and how did it work out. A big vane, a small process connection. How does it fit together here? So we are having here a small process connection and a double hinked vane. And the huge advantage here is that we can squeeze the vane together and we come to a small process connection. It will automatically pop up.
Oh, great.
So that is nice, isn't it? And what we talked about before, that we also have cleaning in place. So we need to get rid sometimes with the units. And what we easily can do is that they squeeze together and you can easily remove the unit and do the cleaning of the silo or the process hopper itself. So, and here on the picture you see on the PowerPoint presentation, we have a longer prolongation here. So it doesn't really matter if you're having 200 millimeter or maybe 1000 millimeter with the prolongation. And here with this spring and the special vane, we have new possibilities to go also through small process connections. Why we did use here these big vane? Because we are having a small, a low density of the material itself, and we're having three possibilities to adjust the sensitivity. We are can have a bigger vane, so the bigger the vane is, the lower the sensitivity of the material can be. Then we are also having the possibilities to have 5 revolutions per minute, so that's also the reaction time of the unit is faster. And we can also set a spring on the PCB. So we're having 3 possibilities to adjust the PCB of each rotary pedal. Everything clear, Nicholas?
Everything is clear, but I want to try it on my own.
Yes,
do I also can do it. Yeah, pretty simple.
Yes.
And also to remove the sensor. Oh, pretty nice, pretty simple, pretty smooth.
So a huge benefit of this way. So the next application we do have here is again beer production, not like in the Allgäu. So we switch over to Munich. So it's a Paulaner brewery. They do need a NIVOBOB 3200 for their continuous level measurement, also of a malt silo. And it needs to be an easy integration and also a reliable continuous level measurement here. So we have a precise content level measurement. It's unaffected by dust, by noise, and it's also easy installation here, and also possible to do a remote controlling, programming here, and also the NIVOTEC UWT is offering. So UWT is offering a huge a package, continuous level measurement, rotary pedals. You can also connect the rotary pedal directly to the NIVOBOB, so no additional wiring is necessary here. And also with the NIVOTEC, we do offer, as I said, a complete solution for our partner here.
Okay, so Julian, maybe one last question.
Yeah.
Why did you use the NIVOBOB 3200? As I'm knowing a little bit about the products, there are different NIVOBOBs.
Yeah.
Why did you use the 3200 here?
Yeah. So we are also having here in the back a NIVOBOB 3200. You see now it's in the plastic. It's plastic granulate, but it also can be used here in malt. So malt is a very dusty environment here. And we went for a NIVOBOB 3200, so for a tape version. So the huge advantage here is that on the one hand side, the tape is very stable, even when it comes to higher measurement ranges. Here we do have 20 meter. So when there almost no material is inside the silo, the measurement range is very high. And also when it comes to dusty environment, we need a tape cleaner, so that makes sure that no material stay on the tape itself. I know that we are also having nice videos also on the UWT YouTube channel, where you know exactly how the tape cleaner is mounted and how the tape cleaner is working here. So that was the reason why Paulaner went for a NIVOBOB 3200 and not for a rogue version.
Okay, nice. And yeah, nice installation as well.
Yeah, nice. That's also UWT demonstration trolley, would say, for the NIVOBOB. So many partners have these trolley to show their customer how the NIVOBOB is working, and it's a really heavy, a few kilogram, but with these trolley it's easier for transportation, and it's working perfectly. So we have in one last application here. It's a milk powder application where we used also VN4020. So it's food conform material because it's stainless steel. It's an easy installation. We're also having a dust proof design, so dust X. And here we do have a storage silo, and you see it's also an empty detectant here, and the silo is very high, so also the mechanical forces are not does not have any influence on the unit itself. And here you see that the mounting position is really good, so it can be clamped down. I cannot control how the forks are, but I'm pretty sure that the customer is doing this very well. So material deposit is a constant flow of the material, and the VN4020 here is the perfect choice here in this application. So Nicholas, we did talk about many applications, and we'll learn so many nice things, and we could use in our daily business to convince the customer how great UWT's devices are. We are #1 a rotary pedal market leader in rotary pedals. So because the lifetime is really high, the quality is perfect, no maintenance at all. And yeah, now I'm getting really thirsty. We talk about beer, and also we are very proud that the UWT's units are used in the Allgäu Brauhaus brewery, and we know that I'm pretty sure that it tastes even better when we know that UWT devices are used in their production.
Of course.
Oh, hopefully it was not too loud.
So it's alcohol free. So
it's alcohol free. So cheers, Nicholas.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining. Also, thank you very much for joining this webinar. Really hope you see you soon, and all the best. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right.